Okay, so this is specifically for our team only, and specifically to talk about the Top Producer Formula affiliate launch plan. And I've put the link in the chat. I'm going to do it again because sometimes the link then only shows to people that were on when I first posted it. But I've put a link in the chat to this PDF that I have up on the screen. And this was a link that they had available for download on last night's affiliate hangout, but then I guess they pulled it down. So anyway, this will we'll walk through this, and so here's my plan with this. I wanted to summarize what was covered last night, and then give you some ideas, tell you what I'm going to do for the launch, and tell you why this is such a big deal, both immediately, like for the next 2 weeks, but also for the foreseeable future with Empower Network. And I really, really appreciated, and I always do, appreciate Dave Wood's transparency with his communications. And there was some things that he shared last night that I just really appreciated, because and I said this on the Super Huddle this morning, that I love Empower Network, but there are things that have been frustrating for me coming from more of an internet marketing and affiliate marketing background versus a network marketing or MLM background. Now, I've had lots of experience with network marketing, but zero or very little success before Empower. How I finally sort of broke through was following like a traditional internet marketing model, and then also have made a fair amount of money as an affiliate marketer. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because one of the things that he addressed last night is the problem with front-end conversions and having different front-end offers that we can present in the marketplace, that we can offer the leads and the list that we build that have low barrier of entry and deliver tons of value, and therefore help us get a buyer and then turn that buyer into a customer and turn that customer into an affiliate, a team member, a business builder, whatever term you want, because that's really the ascension here. We're trying to take traffic and turn it into leads, take the leads and turn them into buyers, take buyers and turn them into customers, and take customers and turn them into affiliates and team members. Now, some of you are wondering, like, what's the difference between a buyer and a customer? A buyer is someone who, buys one thing, right? And they're gone. A customer is somebody who will buy regularly, right? Like I have a lot of customers right now, people who are paying for the blog and even paying for the inner circle, but they're not really business builders yet. They're not there yet, right? And so, that's sort of the ascension that we want to take people through. This is also this is the same reason I'm so excited for iPaaS. Same idea. Having a low barrier of entry to build a list of buyers that we can then turn into customers by delivering value, and then turn them into team members, okay? And so this launch is designed in the following fashion. This is actually 4 products in one being launched together, and they're melding several different proven models for selling online, doing launches, etc. And it's just going to be really freaking awesome. So here's what I want to do first is just let you know some of the timeline, and then walk through the funnel, and then sort of game plan and strategize. And Dave, is there anything you want to add to what I've said so far? That was kind of a rant, but Dave might have muted himself out.
No, just I'm just as excited, equally excited as you are for the same reasons. Especially the $7 low cost point front end offers. $7. It's a proven model that other gurus and internet marketers are using with a lot of success. And I believe we get 100% commissions on that, correct?
I believe the $7 we get 100% less less fees. I don't remember. I think on the 27 it's 20 maybe, or maybe that one was.
But the thing about that is, it's a great way to recoup, any kind of lead generation or traffic costs that we may be incurring to kind of get us to even a little bit faster, because we're just going to be able to create more of those $7 sales. Yep. And it gets people through the front door. So there's a lot of pluses to it.
Good. So here's the deal. Tomorrow, and I'm not exactly sure on the timeline. I was trying to get an answer on this, a very specific answer on this, and I wasn't able to before here. But tomorrow, sometime between 5 and 9 Eastern, these products will be available to affiliates. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is just prep you on that and encourage you to get access to them, to buy them as soon as you see them available in your back office. And there are several reasons why. One, the product is going to be phenomenal, and it's a combination of live training that was done the Sunday in Seattle, but they're adding even more modules to it and making it even better. I actually wasn't in Seattle. I was at the other 2 VIP days, and the other 2 VIP days were nothing short of amazing content, like literally some of the best training that I've ever seen. And so I expect nothing less from this top producer formula. So sometime tomorrow between 5 and 9, they'll be sending an email to affiliates when it is available. I'm actually going to be driving, so I would make sure I'm at a spot where I've got enough. If I have cell phone or data available to do that, to get those. But that's going to be available starting tomorrow night. And then I believe Friday, let me go down to the launch outline. I believe Friday is when it will open to the public. Is that right? No. 8/12, 8/13. This thing is really hard to read. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I believe it's Friday. It'll be available to the public. Now, several things about this launch is this is actually a public-facing funnel, meaning currently for someone to buy any of our products, they have to buy the blog first. They don't have to become an affiliate, but if they want to buy other products, and that's not true, 100%. They can buy, the only public-facing products currently are the blog and the inner circle. So this is going to be a product funnel, a sales funnel that is public-facing, that is not about the opportunity. It is about the content, about the product 100%. And so it's just another reason to get excited, okay? I'm going to try and get a better version of this timeline because it's really, really hard to read this. And when I maximize it, it doesn't get really any easier to read. So I'm going to see if I can get a better version of this because I wasn't 100% sure. But I do know that tomorrow, tomorrow the affiliate resource page is going to be up, and that's supposed to be pretty amazing. And then there's going to be a live hangout for, I think, like 4 hours tomorrow. And I think that'll fill in a lot of the gaps and fill in a lot of the questions that people may have, okay? And then I believe it opens on Friday. And then there'll be nothing like live over the weekend. But then there's going to be live hangouts Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, I believe. And then there's going to be the actual live broadcast, which is what people are buying for the $7. And then, now, there will be a close, quote unquote, or a scarcity in this launch, in that the prices for everything but the $7 tripwire are going to go up. So during this launch, it's going to be $7 for the to purchase the event. Okay, it's going to be $40 or $27 to buy the recordings and like the notes and so forth. It's going to be $297 for the actual product and $497 for the elite coaching. After the launch, it's immediately or almost immediately going to move to Evergreen, where the differences are it'll be $747, $497, and $997. Okay, so the cool thing is, we're going to be able to really, be able to get a ton of results during the launch, but then immediately have something that's evergreen that we'll all be able to use moving forward. So let's stop here for a second and see what questions. Oh, am I not showing my screen? Good golly, I'm a moron. Sorry. All I had up on my screen was, sorry about that. I have up on my screen the document that I put in the chat for you all. Gosh, I'm sorry. If you click it, it will explode. Thanks, Don. What questions do we have so far about the actual sales funnel? Anybody have any questions? Dale, sure. One second here.
You unmute me?
Dale, are you there?
Okay. Hi, Josh.
Hey.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Okay. I have a question about this. It seems like I'm like brand new at this and just getting started, and it seems like the window for this is like really short because they from there's only like 3 or 4 days for people to get in before the price goes up. It goes from $297 to $497, and and so that kind of leaves somebody like me out. I mean, is it?
Well, it's actually going to be 10 days. I believe that it's open, or 10 or somewhere like 10, 11 days. So two things I'll say to that are, one, it will still sell tremendously once it goes evergreen. And Emily, what I mean by evergreen is it's going to be after the launch. It'll be something that you can promote ongoing. It will. I can tell you from past experience, this will absolutely still sell and convert at a very high level even after the launch. There will be some insane sales numbers and social proof during the launch, but then ongoing, there will be a massive opportunity to still get results. The second thing I would say is, over the next coming couple days, I'll be putting together some things. For example, I'm anticipating, as long as people are interested, in doing a traffic co-op where we can each person that participates will be able to get traffic, build their list, and specifically promote the launch and the sales funnel for this launch, and then have the list after that as well. So I hear what you're saying, Dale. There will be you know, the window, the launch window is low-hanging fruit and is a massive opportunity, but there still is going to be a tremendous opportunity ongoing, moving forward with this funnel after the prices are raised. There still will be plenty of opportunity there.
Okay.
Good. Any other questions? If not, I'm going to go into some more specifics. Thank you, Jeff. Jeffrey, letting me know how to get this bigger for everybody. I'm just going to size this down a little bit because of the way I'm recording. Okay, so, yep, I did have most of it right, and there's a bunch more of the details here, so that's good. All right, so Emily had that question. Michael, the sales funnel will be available to us. You'll be able to buy tomorrow, sometime between 5 and 9. Let me see. I think it's the in place buys, no links given out until the push to purchase live hangout, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so it sounds like 9 p.m. Eastern. Is that right? Let me see here. 5. Yeah, I can't tell if it's 6 p.m. or 9 p.m. Sometime tomorrow between 6 and 9, it looks like it'll be available. And then the sales funnel to the public, it looks like goes live at 5 p.m. Eastern Friday, I believe.
I used to have, I don't know, I was playing around with it earlier today where you would go on one of those colored boxes and a little window would pop up.
Oh, well, maybe.
Showing you more details, specifically for that individual day. But maybe it only works with
certain browser.
Chrome, Google Doc, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that being said, here's the strategies that that I'm going to employ. One last question from Jeffrey. This is good. So Jeffrey says, so after we get people through the front door with the $7 purchase, they will be doing upsells after. Yes, absolutely. Now, one thing I would highly recommend that everyone do with every customer they get, everybody who buys the $7, I would personally reach out to every single one of them to welcome them for 2 reasons. And I would call them, I would text them, I would email them, I would do whatever possible to connect with them for 2 reasons. One is by doing that, you will dramatically increase the chances of them upgrading to the other products in the sales funnel. And 2, you can talk about with them the opportunity to become an affiliate and also promote the launch and promote, the products ongoing. So I would highly, highly recommend, whether you sell 1 or 100, that you reach out to all of them, okay? All of them. List and traffic is the main obstacle I have. Co-op traffic thing sounds good. Yeah, I continue to hear that that's the number one problem, which is why I want to do the co-op. And I will, Jeffrey, I don't know what you mean. What those initials mean. Maybe you can explain what those mean. Okay, so here's my game plan, and then we'll talk about co-op opportunity and how I would see the best strategy for that. So what I'm planning to do is promote this very, very hard to my list. Okay, now if you don't have a list, just bear with me through this. We'll talk about how we can build a list during this launch as well. But I'm going to promote it very, very hard. I'm going to be emailing twice a day. I'm going to be segmenting opens and clicks and so forth. And I will be an open book for all of you on what I'm doing. I'll, my email swipe, whatever. I will be an open book. I'll be posting regularly on Facebook, etc. In the group, and I'm an open book for you guys. So that's the first part that I'm going to do. I will be playing with Facebook traffic because what we're talking about, so here's the one thing that we didn't mention yet, which is a big deal, is that the other important part of this sales funnel is the product is something that is in massive demand in the marketplace. For those of you who don't know, there's somewhere around 15 million people in North America in the direct sales industry. That's like 1 in every 13 households. Okay? And the number one thing that people struggle with is producing, personally producing. Okay? And so this product is going to resonate with the market. It's going to serve a massive need in the market. I know from personal experience that anytime I run a Facebook ad about recruiting, mainly recruiting, the response is massive. If I run a Facebook ad and I target direct sales and network marketing, the response is massive. And so that's what I'm going to do from the Facebook perspective is I'll be running ads about, how you can recruit. Now, specifically how I'm going to craft that offer, I'm not sure yet because I don't know exactly what the $7, like how they're going to be positioning the $7 and what the video is going to be about and so forth. Because what I'm going to do is position the lead magnet that it as clearly as possible, or as congruently, that's the word I was looking for, as possible, transitions over to registering for this event. Okay? The third thing I'm going to be doing is the co-op, the sort of done-for-you traffic. And for anybody interested, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it exactly yet, but most likely we'll have, when I've done it in the past, we just sell shares. So you can buy shares of traffic. So you pay X amount for X amount of clicks. And then for anybody doing that, I will personally make sure that you've got everything set up, that you've got your campaign set up, your capture page set up, and your after opt-in process set up. And I will even craft out a follow-up sequence that you can use. But we'll also, because it's the middle of a launch, a lot of it is just going to be broadcasting. Okay, sending broadcast emails to that list that will be building there. I'll also do some stuff along the lines of what we talked about on the Super Huddle this morning. So leveraging YouTube, leveraging Facebook from the free type of strategy perspective, and so forth. And a lot of it, honestly, I don't know yet, because until I actually see some of the stuff, I can't. I have some like vague ideas of how I want to approach things, but until I actually see this particular page and how they're positioning the offer and what they're delivering in the video and what they're delivering or promising to deliver in the event, that will determine a lot of those other pieces. So that's where I'm going to approach. Let me just take a real quick informal survey. Who would be interested in the co-op if we would put that together? So no, I'm talking about doing the traffic co-op like early next week while the launch is still live, but only if we can get the traffic, all of it, early next week, which I'm pretty confident I can pull off with my contacts on the traffic perspective. So no, I'm talking about doing that now for the launch, but then obviously we can certainly do it again after it's evergreen as well. Where are the links, Ken? I'm not sure. What do you mean? Do you mean the link to the PDF or the link to to these pages? If to these pages, they're not live yet, so I don't know what they are yet. Donald, I'm more interested in proving myself to create leads. I totally understand, Donald. I totally understand. Personally, but just my personal opinion, I think a combination of both, because I do it too, right? I know how to generate traffic and leads on my own, but I also know how to go out and buy the traffic. And what I would be doing there is nothing really different than you could do. The reason for doing the co-op is when we buy in bulk, I can get a better price for everybody. And all we're doing there is buying traffic from people interested in the home-based business industry, basically. But I totally understand. Okay, Emily, good. Got it. Any idea of cost you mean on the co-op, Jeffrey? I don't know. I mean, I can be fairly flexible on that. I know the last time we did it, the shares, I think I did $350 for 500 clicks. It probably would be somewhere in that ballpark. Anything less than that, it becomes a little bit hard for me to work with everybody and make sure that all of their pieces are together. I just from a limited time perspective, and it also anything less than that, and you can have a little bit of sort of wild variance on results. Like once you get to 500 or 1,000 clicks, you can create pretty predictable results. But on small size samplings, sometimes you get wildly different results. Meaning, someone could get 200 clicks and get 100 opt-ins and 20 sales, and another person gets 200 clicks and they get 70 opt-ins and no sales, and is like no other reason. There's no explanation other than the numbers tend to bear out on larger scales. That was just a little bit of a whatever. Okay, so we've got enough interest in the co-op that I will certainly pursue that, and I'll try to get all the ducks in a row in that from the perspective of making sure that we can get the traffic quickly, so that we can take advantage of the initial launch. That was primarily what I had. I wanted to open it up to any other Q&A. I'm happy to open up anybody's line, or just keep posting your questions down below, and we can keep answering them. And Dave, if you have anything to add, feel free to do that as well.
Yeah, I kind of took the bull by the horns last night, and so you don't necessarily have to wait around for the pages to come out to start promoting and capturing leads now. I have lead pages, so I already set up a squeeze page that I'm starting to drive some traffic to, and basically it's just like a pre-registration, right? And then I have a simple autoresponder following up saying, we'll be live Friday, August 18th, to show you how to be a top producer, blah, blah, blah. And then I also have in a PS, an opportunity for them to sign on right then and there as an affiliate. So if a lot of you have GetResponse already, you could set up a campaign for this, right, for a top producer formula. And once you set up the campaign, there's a setting inside of GetResponse where you can turn on a specific email address for that campaign. So you could do some simple messaging and posting on Facebook to people in the network marketing business, telling them that there's this opportunity coming out about how to be a top producer, so on and so forth. And if you want more information on when this is going to be available, email me and share that email address from your GetResponse campaign. So you could do little things like that, thinking outside the boxes, kind of start generating leads now before Friday comes, just to kind of being active, taking action, and being forward thinking.
Yeah, and I'm going to be doing that with my existing email list, starting maybe as early as tonight. Is just building a sort of early bird list, let's say, of people interested in in how they can recruit more easily and become a top producer. Good. Jeffrey asks, how do you judge the quality of the clicks in the co-op? Where I would be buying the clicks from is a company that I've bought from before, and it's the same company that iPaz gets their done for you traffic. So we can't guarantee the quality of them, but I'm going to what I've found to be one of the best sources. So there's no guarantees, but I can tell you that it's personally a source that I've bought thousands of clicks from, and that iPaz folks have bought hundreds of thousands of clicks from. And so that's where I'd be going to get that traffic. And I can even tell you where I'm getting it from. I don't mind telling and showing you guys where I'm getting it from, because you're welcome to go get it on your own. It's just that if we do the co-op, generally I can get a little bit better pricing. What is... Now I'm drawing a blank on the website. I'll remember it.
Hey, Josh, while you figure that out, Josh mentioned before, like, we all need to not underestimate the 15 million people in the direct sales industry. Like, we have a huge targeted audience, and what we're seeing coming out over the next week, I'm anticipating to be a routine thing that we're going to be doing as a company. There's another company out there that's very particular and markets directly to affiliate marketing and internet marketing. And our CEO from Empower Network used to work for that company, and I see a lot of what's going on with this micro launch directly coming from Ryan Dice's digital marketer. Right, Josh? I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
And Ryan Dice comes out with these little micro offers, $7 offers, and opportunities, and little training products or PDFs for the internet marketing industry. And so I totally see where this is going with Empower Network. It's going to be going down the very similar road, but for the network marketing direct sales industry, which again, 15 million people, and it's only growing. I mean, this is a huge industry right now that people are looking for a new opportunity. People want to work from home. They want to have freedom in their life. They want to take back control. And so, I think we're just kind of scratching the surface of what we're about to see and what we're a part of right now.
Well, when you couple in what's happening with iPads, and Chris just did an update today, again, I know we've been saying that we're getting close there for a while, but that will be launching in the very near future, and there's going to be at least 2 other micro launches like this in the very near future for Empower. So we're talking about, in the next couple of months, potentially 4 complete sales funnels that will touch on every part of affiliate marketing and home-based business, and then even specifically the parts of network marketing and team building and leadership. And it's just we're just in the right place at the right time. There is going to be just a massive opportunity for those of you who stick with it here, and who buy in and take a little bit of a leap of faith, and start building your list and promoting these sales funnels as they are available to do so. So yeah, there's definitely some big stuff going on, and we've got a leader and a founder who, one of the coolest things that I heard last night, which I've now heard over and over, time and time again, was Mars talking about the reason why he's working with Empower is that Dave Wood is one of the few quote-unquote gurus or company owners who is genuine all the time. He said he made the point that, and he's worked with lots of gurus, that sadly a lot of the gurus are not the same behind closed doors as they are in their persona, or as they are on stage. And Dave Wood is one of the few that he's met, and he said flat out, the only reason that I'm doing this is because I wanted to work with Dave personally, which is cool. It's awesome to hear that we've got this amazing CEO, we've got this amazing founder, and they're putting in the pieces in place, both from a personnel perspective, but also from a selling and sales funnel perspective, that will make it much easier for us to produce results. Okay, not easy. Okay, still work, but easier.
Yeah, Josh. For some people who are new, Jeffrey asked a few questions on this webinar tonight, and he's been in for a couple of weeks now. He's in another network marketing company, and he likes the opportunity of the mindset training and the internet marketing training and everything. But he was on the webinar last night too, and we were messaging on Facebook, and one of his messages was, "Oh my God, this guy Dave Wood is not human," right? And I do, LOL, and he's like extremely super intelligent. He has to be an alien.
Yeah.
But this guy just has such a huge vision, and it's something why it's the real reason why I've been involved with the company for so long. Is just I totally believe in what he's doing. I totally believe in his vision, and I totally believe that failure is not an option for him.
Yep.
And I'm just pumped to kind of be along for the ride.
Yep. So I put this in the chat, but dedicated emails is where I would be buying the co-op traffic from. You are welcome to go and buy it yourself. I'm certainly fine with you doing that. If the only thing I would say is, if you do, please, for the love of all things, send me before they turn on your traffic, send me your capture page, please. The last thing I want to see you do is get a bunch of traffic and not get the best results you possibly could. But that's the other reason, why I like doing the co-op is I can do everything in my power possible to make sure that you've got the campaign set up right, you've got the capture page set up right, and everything, all your ducks in a row to get maximum results from it. But you're certainly welcome to reach out to them directly. But that's who I would be buying. That's who I would be doing the co-op with. Is dedicated emails. So if money resources were a concern for some, we could still sell Top Producer as an affiliate without purchasing the product, then purchase it when we can. Absolutely you can, Emily. Absolutely you can. The one thing I would say is that it is infinitely easier to sell something that you've bought than it is that you haven't already bought. Okay, but that you certainly can earn commissions. I forget how the compensation plan works if you don't own it. To be honest, I don't. I still don't totally understand a compensation plan, which is kind of hilarious since I've made almost 200,000 with the company. But that's just the honest truth. I understand it generally speaking. But I don't understand some of the nuts and bolts of it, maybe the way Dave does or some of the leaders. And in fact, the funny thing is, I know I understand it better than some of the leaders, and better than many of the people who have made a lot more than me also, which is also amusing. But yes, in theory, you absolutely could. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think to clarify, right now, it's your first sale gets passed up, right? So then you would now need to make a qualifying sale, which would be your second sale. And that's how I'm thinking that it goes. That's how it goes.
So you lose the first three in theory.
Right.
Yeah. That kind of makes sense.
Might want to confirm that. I'm not sure, but it'd be a good question to ask. Maybe Lawrence in the one of the groups.
Good question. Any other questions? If you want 100 millionaires, you have to be able to take us non-technical internet to create great numbers. Right on, Don. And that is definitely like one of the primary aims with iPads 2 as well, and on one of the primary aims on the project that I've been mentioning that we're working on as well, is to help the person who doesn't have the technical knowledge to get results while they're figuring out the technical stuff. But the other thing I will say is that the only way to get the technical knowledge is simply by doing it.
Yeah, so true.
I mean, and that's anything. Like, you know, the fastest way to figure something out is to just do it. And in the process of doing it, you figure out what works, doesn't work, and what you screwed up. And that's also why we've got the community here, right? You know, if you're confused, if you're stumped, if you've hit a roadblock, you know, that's what we're all here to help and support each other with. So,
Josh, tomorrow the funnel opens up for affiliates, right?
Yes.
Now that's the full funnel. Does that start from the $7?
Well, you know, that's a good question. I don't know for sure. That's a good question.
Yeah, just to backtrack to Emily's point, you know, if some of us are on a budget and you can't do my point is all of us should be able to do the $7 and the $27 without blinking an eye, right? I mean, so you have the opportunity to build off the commissions there and qualify for the other ones, you know, down the road if that's the way you have to do it.
No, it looks like it's all going live tomorrow. It says, and open the cart for affiliates to buy access and TPF and coaching and recording. So to me, that reads like it is all, but I guess we'll all find out soon enough.
Yeah.
List buy.
So either way, there's a huge opportunity here for us all to earn commissions.
Yes.
Whether it's a bunch of $7 or a bunch of $20 or a bunch of $200, I mean, you know, depending on where you are, there's still an opportunity, which is awesome.
No doubt about it. Okay, well, it's getting late here. For some reason, my office gets hot at night. I can't figure it out, so I'm like sweating as if I'm like working out or something. But if anybody else has any questions, I'm happy to answer them. If not, we'll go ahead and wrap up and just make sure, just reiterate, tomorrow there will be it'll be opening for purchase. Man, I would start looking at 5 Eastern because I've heard that time and that's when it's going live on Friday. Maybe that's the time I heard, but I would start looking for it in your back office at 5 Eastern. And then 9 Eastern, there's the affiliate hangout tomorrow night. And then it looks like there's a public hangout Thursday night, so you can push your list and your social media contacts there, etc. And then the public purchase page goes live 5 Eastern on Friday. So that's the rest of the week. We'll continue to update in the group. We have the Super Huddle tomorrow at 11 a.m. And let's all crush it. Let's all be some of the success stories and the social proof for the for this launch. Donald, the air is on. I don't know. It's like weird. Like the air just doesn't come to my office. My office is in like the corner of the house, and for some reason I don't get the air in here at night. I don't know. Maybe I'm also full of more hot air at night. Who knows? Will they be providing us with email swipes? Absolutely. The affiliate resource page goes live tomorrow. So they've got banners, starter swipe, the video intros. And they've said several times that the affiliate resources for this launch are going to be pretty fantastic. And so they will be live tomorrow, and looks like in place by 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. The affiliate resource page will be live. West south corner. You know what, Don? You might be right. No, I think it's west north corner. Actually, no, wait. West south corner. I think it's west north. I don't know. Errors for closers, Josh. Thanks, Christina. That's nice. Jeffrey, you can send me a private email on your question. You know what? I'll address that here. That's fine. And then I think unless something else comes up. So Jeffrey's asking, I thought all in items covered all the stuff already. Here's the thing. In this business, specifically when you're talking about the internet and what we do, if you don't continue to evolve, adapt, and improve, your company will not last. And so originally, the all-in products, that was definitely the idea, right? I mean, that was the thinking. But, things evolve and things change, and, you realize, what's missing and what's still needed in the marketplace. And so, yes, in theory, that is correct as to, the point of the all-in to begin with. But things change, and you have to adapt with that. I believe the idea is, ongoing. Is that originally they were thinking that this would kind of replace the Costa Rica intensive, but now I think that's the same idea, but it's going to be in addition to that. I don't know. I don't know the long-term future, but of exactly how they're going to be positioned and so forth. But the point is, in this kind of business, if you don't continue to evolve and create additional front end offers and improved and new products and training, your business can never, it'll just become stagnant. I can tell you from personal experience in growing a company where we personally did over $4 million in sales without really much in the way of affiliates and so forth. Different than this, just traditional internet marketing. That business became stale and stagnant when we stopped creating new front end offers, and when we stopped improving and evolving and creating new core products and so forth. So it's kind of like the core of this business, right? You can't ever be done with that part of the business. Look at Apple. Look at, car manufacturers. Look at any business. There's very few businesses where you have products where they remain the same forever, and the business continues to grow. So that was a really long answer. I hope that makes sense. At least it did to some of you. Anyway, so because a couple of you had nice things to say about that explanation, it made sense to somebody other than me. Great. So that's good.
Great analogy with Apple. Yeah.
Yeah. But I hear you, and I feel the concern. There's no doubt. I mean, I understand the concern, but if you look at it, here's one other perspective I'll provide for you. Every new product that we have here, as they are released, is an opportunity for us to become better at our craft while also increase our earning capabilities exponentially. And in my the business that I built outside of this industry, for me to do that, I had to make the product, right? If I wanted to increase my earning capability, I had to make a product, I had to make a funnel, I had to make the marketing materials, I had to make It's a lot of work. And I had to know what the product was going to deliver, right? I had to know the training and so forth. And so we get the advantage of learning from the product and being able to dramatically increase our opportunity from an income and sales perspective as well. So anyway, man, I'm gonna need a shower after this. Don, a good point. Yeah, well, Jeffrey, it's very hard for us to sell things that we're not quite clear on. Yeah, I know, I understand that. But once you get the product and you go through it, then you can become more clear on what it is, and you can explain what it does. And the other reason that they are releasing this and 2 other products like this are, if you look at the current products outside of the blog and the inner circle, it's somewhat confusing and convoluted to explain what they are, like what the Costa Rica Intensive is. Well, it's kind of like Internet Marketing 202, and it's outsourcing, and it's a good product, but it's a little all over the place. Same with 15K. The idea is this is how you can get your business to 15K, and the trainings in there are wonderful, but it's a little bit unclear, let's say. The top producer formula, anyone in direct sales can hear that and understand what it is. That's when you know you have a winning product. When you can explain what the product is and does in like 3 words, that is like magic. Top producer formula. Anyone can hear that and have an idea in their mind what that is. Costa Rica Intensive, they're like, what the, what does that mean, right? Team building formula. I believe that's going to be the next micro launch. Anyone can understand what that is. Okay, I'm in direct sales. I know that if I want to make a lot of money in direct sales, I got to build a team. This is a team building formula. I think I need that. Right? Mass influence. Or mass influence for it? I forget what the third one's going to be called. But that's another reason why, sort of the packaging, the remaking and creating new products is continuing to get better. Anyway, rant over. Yeah. Good golly.
Yeah, and Josh, just one quick point. David Wood said that we are essentially reinventing ourselves and reinventing our product line, and you and I have spoken before about we might have a whole new set of core products that will still be in. It'll still be the all-in products. They'll just be different products laid out in a different format, but with all the same education and training that we all need to grow and to be able to help others grow and bring in and make commissions on.
Yep.
So just a little patience here, because this is good. It's specifically designed the way it's designed, leading up to the Orlando event, and then at that point, as we go through each week up to the event, everything's going to be crystal clear and make a lot of sense for everyone, as long as we have just a little patience and a little faith and a little persistence.
Yep. I'm going to end on this from Donald. This is perfect to end on. Trust faith, ride the wave of the top producer ever, Wood, and look at his team. That's all you need to know. Like, in this industry, he is the the greatest producer, personal production ever, really. Personal production. Are there people with bigger teams than the team is currently? Yeah, but personal production, I don't think you can find anybody who has personally produced at least at the rate that he has for the last however many years. So great point to end on. Thank you for that at the end, Donald. And Michael, real quick, yes, I have. And we can chat about that more after this, but I want to wrap this up. Good. One last
You
thing.
need to shower.
Okay.
Let them go.
Yeah, I need to get, I got to stop sweating. I got to go get a towel at least. Anyway, so I got this recorded. I will post the recording in the group tomorrow, Super Huddle at 11 a.m. And then the affiliate hangout tomorrow night. Be ready to rock and roll. Thank you, everybody. Great turnout tonight, which I appreciate on short notice on a Tuesday night. And we'll talk to everybody real soon.